1,000 points welcome bonus. Bagel! This video is designed to match you with the perfect credit card for lounge access so that next time you're traveling, you aren't left fighting for some uncomfortable metal seat at your gate. By far the easiest way to level up your travel experiences is by adding one of these to your wallet. It truly turns airports from a place of stress to a place you look forward to visiting. Chances are you've been looking around and you've discovered that there are tons of credit cards that offer some type of lounge access, but there are some that offer much better value than others. The card you choose for lounge access will stick with you for a while, so it's important to make a smart and informed choice from the beginning. Here at Prince of Travel, we have a whole team dedicated to staying up to date with the latest offers and ranking them accordingly. In today's video, we'll be doing just that to match you with the perfect card for whatever budget you have, and I mean whatever budget. We're gonna have a high-end credit card option, a mid-range credit card option, and a credit card that lets you experience the airport lounge without paying anything out of pocket. But more on that later. First, let's quickly go over how lounges and credit cards even work so that our comparisons later make sense. Credit card issuers are always looking for new ways to incentivize customers to choose their credit cards over the competition. And one of these incentives for higher-end cards is often access to various lounge networks. It's important to note that both the quality of the lounges and the number of visits you are allowed will change depending on the credit card. Some credit cards have their own lounges, like American Express and the Centurion Lounge, that offers premium spaces to relax, while other credit cards join programs like Priority Pass that have tons of lounges all around the world. Quality typically isn't as high. You'll find that the number of lounge visits you're allowed to make can range from anywhere from a single-digit number of visits per year to unlimited depending on the credit card. And some cards allow you to bring a guest into the lounge for free, while others will count the guest as a second visit towards your allowance, and yet other credit cards will require a small fee just for bringing in a guest. I know this can get overwhelming pretty quickly, but this leads us to the first step. Before looking at any card, we need to identify three things. Number one, how often do you plan on traveling, and are you going to be traveling with a partner or a family? Number two, where do you typically fly from or to? And number three, how much do your monthly expenses roughly amount to? Let's walk you through these first few steps so we can align you with the perfect card for your situation. First of all, you'll need to work out an average number of trips you plan to take per year to gauge the number of lounge visits you actually need. There's no use paying for a card with unlimited lounge visits if you only travel twice a year. Important things to note here are that if you plan on traveling places that require layovers, you might end up using multiple lounge credits per trip. Same if you're traveling with a partner or family, you might need multiple lounge credits for that same visit as a large group. Second, we want to determine if we should prioritize choosing a card with access to better lounges in Canada, the US, or internationally. If you plan on simply flying domestically, then it would be best to choose a program that gives access to the best Canadian lounges instead of one that's exclusively in the States. Air Canada, for example, has its own Maple Leaf lounges, which is typically better than anything else you'll find here in Canada. And third, we want to work out which card we can actually earn the sign-up bonus through. If you haven't seen our full beginner's guide to credit card points, go check that one out. But long story short, the fastest way to earn travel points is by hitting the sign-up bonuses on certain credit cards. This often requires some clever spending and financial planning, as some cards can require you to meet some relatively high spending goals. It'll really help to have an estimate of how much you could put on the credit card each month, so you can find a card with sign-up requirements in that range. Remember, don't put anything on your card that you can't pay off in full at the end of the month. Points are cool and all, but they aren't worth going into debt over. If you don't have it, don't spend it. Okay, now with all the groundwork complete, it's time to get to the good part, choosing a card. We've worked it down to 3 cards that offer the best value for each of the respective price points, starting from the most expensive to the cheapest, and by cheapest I do mean completely free, so stay tuned. Card number 1 is going to be the American Express Platinum card. This is the go-to choice for those who travel frequently and don't mind investing a little bit into a more luxurious journey. With the Amex Platinum card, you gain unlimited access to a wide array of airport lounges. From the standard Plaza Premium and Priority Pass lounges to the much more exclusive Centurion lounges, you'll almost always have a lounge whenever you touch down. But it doesn't stop there. When flying Delta, for example, you can step into their Sky Clubs, and when you're on a Lufthansa flight, their lounges are at your disposal too. This card is best suited for frequent flyers, those who take to the skies more than 10 to 15 times a year. If you're one of those people, this card will transform your airport experience into something a lot more luxurious. Now here's the catch. This card currently comes with a $799 annual fee. Now that fee is pretty massive, but again, we're starting from the most expensive here, and there's more to this card than we've already mentioned. For example, that fee is offset by a $200 travel credit and a new $200 dining credits as of 2023, so effectively, if you use both of these credits, it's now down to $399 for all of these lounge privileges if you take advantage of them every year. Now, the lounge access alone might not justify this fee, but what does is the incredible 100,000 points you can currently earn as a welcome bonus. And just as a reminder, all of the welcome bonuses and the requirements listed in this video are current to January 2024. If you're watching sometime later, take a look at the links below for the latest numbers, as they do change often. The truly difficult part of this card is meeting the minimum spend to receive these points. The card currently requires you to spend at least $10,000 within the first 3 months to receive the first 70,000 points, and then as of filming this video, you're required to renew the card and make any purchase within months 14 to 17 to receive the final 30,000 points. Now 100,000 points is enough to fly round trip internationally, so you really don't want to miss out on these points bonuses if you sign up for this card. Now to decide whether or not this is the card for you, it really comes down to whether or not you'll be flying 10 or more times per year, and if you can find a way to put $10,000 on your card within those first 3 months. If you want to see a video on how to put more on your card without actually spending more, leave a comment down below, as that could be its own video. Now that brings us to card number 2, which is the American Express Gold Rewards card. This card acts as a cheaper alternative to the Platinum card with a more reserved set of benefits and also a more reserved set of requirements to earn points. The Gold Rewards card currently offers you 4 lounge passes to Canadian Plaza Premium locations. If you only plan to travel 4 or 5 times a year, or say twice a year as a couple or once a year as a family of 4, then you can easily make these passes last and save some serious coin on the annual fee. Speaking of which, the annual fee on this card is currently $250, and when you use the included $100 annual travel credits, that brings it down to effectively $150. This is a lot more inviting to users who may not want to spend the huge fee of the Platinum card, but still want to enjoy a little bit of the nice ground experience of the lounge, have some food, have some drinks before taking off on a flight. Currently, in order to receive the sign-up bonus total of 70,000 points, you need to spend $4,000 in the first 3 months to receive an initial 10,000 points, and then you gotta spend $1,000 in each of the first 12 months to get 5,000 points for each month for a total of up to 70,000 points. This is a pretty great value, although it does require you to dedicate a year of spending to this one card to hit that full welcome bonus. And lastly, card number 3, which is the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite. Despite having a pretty reasonable annual fee of $150, the Scotia Passport card offers 6 passes to the 1,300 plus Dragon Pass locations around the world, including a whole bunch of Plaza Premium lounges here in Canada. This is already 2 more lounge passes per year compared to the Amex Gold Rewards card for $100 less in annual fees. Better yet, currently if you use the link in the description below, you'll get your first annual fee waived, meaning that the first year of having this card and using your 6 lounge visits per year is totally free. So this card is ideal for those who are looking to travel a few times a year and maybe even bring a partner with them or bring your kids once or twice, and especially for those who don't want something as expensive as the Platinum card or even the Gold. $3.99 is better than $7.99 any day of the week. Another great feature for travelers is that you earn Scotiabank Scene Plus points as part of the welcome bonus and when spending on the card, and Scene Plus points are really useful for offsetting sundry travel expenses. Like if you're going on a simple trip and paying for some park tickets or say a hotel night here and there or a train ride, Scene Plus points give you ample flexibility for charging your travel purchase to your card and then very easily offsetting those purchases using your points. The current sign-up bonus of 30,000 points is also super easy to earn. You'll simply get it by spending $1,000 on the card within the first 3 months. So right now, for the first year price of $0, you get 6 lounge passes and the ability to earn 30,000 Scene Plus points, which have a value of $300. And this might well be the best option for anyone in Canada looking to get into the airport lounge game right now. Use the first link down below for more information to sign up before the first year free offer goes away. Now, once you've gotten one of these credit cards and gotten introduced to airport lounges, you'll want to then find out how to unlock the next level experiences, including some of the world's best airport lounges, which offer the most incredible perks like private car transfers and a la carte dining, and how to access these lounges for free without paying thousands of dollars that they usually cost. You'll want to check out this video next to find out all the juicy secrets, and I'll see you over there.